You obviously have a much softer side, and Marina, rumor has it that you're just a comedian on the side, you know? You're quite funny, and yet you don't get to portray any of that really on the show. So usually actors do tend to borrow a little bit from their own personal lives or personalities to give to the character. Is there anything in this case that you can give from your real personality?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that there is a softer side to me in real life, you know, that I keep very well hidden, I think, if you ask my friends that question. The funny part is that, yeah, I suppose I am quite funny, except that I've tried to make Troy funny because a fan said to me about 4 or 5 years ago, you know, we really think Troy's a bit dull, and but Marina's really great, so why don't you put more of Marina into Troy? And I tried, except that Troy, for some bizarre reason, has no comic timing, and every time she's tried to be funny, it's like fallen as flat as a pancake. So I don't do it anymore. It's like I was egg all over my face, you know. So Marina can be funny, and if she ever does a sitcom or a comedy thing, then she can be funny, but Troy just was not funny.
Michael, how about for you?
It was the exact opposite for me. I never thought of the character as funny, and all of a sudden, the first year, I can tell you the line it was. We were on this planet, and this woman hugged me, and I go, "Nice planet." And for some reason, they went nuts over that line, and all of a sudden, Worf has started to be funny. But I think the difference is, like Marina was saying, was that Worf does not think he's funny. And I don't think Worf is funny. So that's what makes him even funnier when some of the things he does.
Well, right now our phones are ringing off the hooks with Trekkies. So let's go to our first phone call. It's Fred from Rhode Island. Are you on the line, Fred? Hello, Fred. Yo, Fred.
Marina. Hi, Michael. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Fred.
I can tell you that throughout the entire run of the series, I feel that you've really illuminated these characters so much. They've come alive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm really going to miss you. I'm already missing you, even though I haven't seen the last episode yet.
We
but
miss
the question
you too.
I really wanted to ask you was, in what episode or around what period in the show do you feel that the characters you played really came into their own? About what period or show?
Since the camera's on me, for me. I think the third season, there was the season where basically Worf in 1 year had a mate and a son, and basically that opened up his character to a lot of different stories, and that was a big turning point for my character. Marina?
Fred, don't you think that, like, for an orphan, Worf has more relatives than everyone else put together on the show? Isn't that, like, interesting? Anyway, no, for me, the change happened, I think, in the second season, because we lost the other 2 young women on the show. And so, just by process of elimination, I became, like, you know, the girl on the show. And
Troy was a prime suspect in all those disappearances too. You know that she was under investigation for a few years. Wondering what.
Now, Michael, you were originally hired just as a recurring character on the show, so there was something obviously that they loved about you. You really gave life to the character.
Thank you.
How much creative input do you have now that you really took a hold of it?
Well, actually, unlike I mean, you can ask Marina and the other characters, but unlike them. They just gave me a name, and that was it. Nobody had any idea what they want this character to be. One of my first conversations with Gene Roddenberry was that, you know, what do you want this character? How do you want him to be, and what do you want from him, and where do you want him to go? And he says, we don't know.
I'm sorry, Michael. I'm cutting you off once again. I'm doing what Marina does best, but I actually have a good excuse. I'm going to commercial. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I'm talking with Starship Enterprise crew members Michael Dorn and Marina Sirtis from L.A. There they are, and I got to apologize to Michael. We've been cutting you off all night.
That's okay, Daisy.
Before we went to the break, you were explaining to me about the creative freedom that they give you.
Well, it was like I was saying. I mean, basically, to make it shorter, Gene Roddenberry just basically told me to make the character my own. I had just the name, and that's all I had to go on, and I took it from there. And basically, I snuck on the set when the other characters were working, and they didn't know who I was. and I noticed that everybody was really good friends and comrades in terms of their characters. And I said, this is a good opportunity for me to be the opposite, you know, to have the pepper and the salt, as you would say.
Excellent. Sounds like fun.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
Anyway, here we are talking about the most successful cult series in television history, Star Trek, the Next Generation. And here is Paramount pulling the thing off the air. What explanation could possibly, what could they have for that? What explanation could they have for that?
I thought you might know, Daisy.
I have a few ideas. I've been hearing the rumors.
What rumors have you heard?
Give us the juiciest rumor that you heard.
I think it's not really being cancelled because we're doing the movie. I think Paramount feel that it's time for us to move on to the movies. We've done our 7 years. There's another Star Trek show already on the air, Deep Space Nine. They're bringing another new show in January called Voyager. And they needed, you know, to have some Star Trek movies, and we were the prime candidates for it. If I'm not as perky as I was before, it was because Michael, my best friend there, hurt me deeply during the break.
Oh,
and
no,
I haven't recovered yet.
Oh, no. What did you do, Michael?
I told her that with her hair down
Don't
like that...
Don't say it now. Don't say it, because you'll upset the other person. That I got upset.
Okay. I told her she looked like another actress who I thought is very sexy, and she took offense to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now I have like an hour. After this is over, I have dinner and movies and like probably a diamond from Tiffany's to get her back to be my friend. Anyway.
Oh, well, you better start.
I think I better start.
I was going to ask who this actress is, but I don't think that's probably...
Oh, please.
All right. I guess that's not a good idea. So how do you all feel about the whole movie thing?
I liked the, I tell you, honestly, I had a lot of trepidation at first about the movie, because reading it on the paper, there was a lot of excitement and stuff like that, but I just didn't know for sure. But I got to admit that after working on it, and we just finished it 2 days ago, I think it's going to be big. I think it really is going to be good and exciting, and people are going to love it. You know? I'm
going to actually go back to the phones. Frank from Massachusetts is on the phone. Frank, are you there?
Hi, Daisy.
Hi.
You want Howard Stern's...
Me personally, well, yeah, okay. Okay, let's
Daisy,
move on to bigger and better things, shall we? Let's
Good
move
one,
on.
Daisy.
Yes,
Good
let's
one.
move on to Pat from Michigan.
Right.
Are you on the line, Pat?
All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Pat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Good, thank you. Do you have a question for Michael or Marina?
Well, actually, yes, I do. Michael, I just want to say I saw you last night on QVC chatting with John Delancey there, and you look really good in that lovely little photo there.
Thank you.
But my real question's for Marina. I'm really sorry. When you started out the show, Counselor Troi was wearing this pseudo original Trek dress.
Yes.
And she proceeded on, and she was wearing that lovely little green number.
Right.
I was wondering if I could... Never mind.
You want to borrow it?
Yeah, please. I got this girl who I'd really like to see it, but
in it.
Never mind.
Okay.
My real question is do you feel that now that she's in a real Starfleet uniform, do you feel that before it was all for like sex appeal, and now it's to make Troi a real character?
Is my thing sticking out? No. Okay, fine. I just was messing with I forgot I had the earpiece in. Yes, I do. I feel that once she got into the spacesuit, and the reason why she never wore a spacesuit from day one is far too complicated, and we don't have enough time to get into right now. But I really do feel that finally she was accepted as part of the crew. And I don't know if you noticed that after she's got to wear the spacesuit, she was given a lot more responsibility and was treated more like a crew member. There was an episode called Timescape, which I don't think is ever going to go down in the annals of history as one of the classic Star Trek episodes. But as far as I was concerned, it was like a landmark episode because Troi got to say things like, that's impossible. The Romulans use a quantum singularity as their power source.
Oh, my God.
And she said it, you know, to Data and Geordi, who, I don't know if they got, you know, amnesia or something at that point, but they didn't know, you know, what she was talking about. So... yeah, she went on away teams, she carried a phaser, she, you know, had a medical tricorder out of nowhere. Suddenly she knew how to use it and seemed unlike Beverly. She seemed to know what was wrong with people, you know, but that one...
Nice.
But, yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be in a spacesuit.
Great.
So how does it feel, you guys, now that it's almost over?
It's very sad.
It's over. It's not
very
almost
sad,
over.
you know.
Yeah, it is
it's
over.
I
What
was,
will you miss the most, you think?
Our friends. Actually, I mean, I know it sounds corny, and every actor says, "Oh, I love the people I work with," you know. But you really can't capture the fun that we have on the set, and you really can't capture the love that we have for each other. I mean, if for some reason they put this cast together, and although we are so different, each of us, we come together, and it's we laugh more than anything else. In between time, we do get a little work done, but most of the time we are having fun, and that's what I'm going to miss the most.
And hopefully you can continue to do that on the movies. Our
sure hope
time
so.
is up, and we really look forward to seeing you. Good luck with all that, and thanks for being on the show, Michael
You
and
bet.
Marina.
You bet.
Thank
See you when you
you.
get out here to L.A.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time right here on CNBC.
Oh.